Google is getting rid of the option to get two-factor codes via text, and while that is maybe a good security decision, it's going to negatively impact some folks, so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. First off, from a security perspective, this is generally a good idea. While any two-factor is way better than no two-factor, texting is the worst of the two-factor options. It's just an insecure communication method for a lot of reasons. One is people can trick carriers and get them to port your number to them. It's insecure in the air, and it's easy to phish. So this is a great security improvement for those that can do it, but there is a significant contingent of Google users that won't be able to, and this is a problem that Google has run into in the past. And the previous time that something like this happened was Google enforcing two-factor the first time. You either had to have a phone that you could receive texts on, or you had to have a device like a YubiKey. And so for a lot of folks, that was a inhibition to them being able to access their Google account at all. Usually when you log into your computer, you use a two-factor once, and then you can log in again on that computer without needing your two-factor. And so that's how Google models a lot of their approach. They expect people to use it like that. But a lot of people don't have a personal computer and sometimes don't have a phone, or they use public facilities. Like a common thing that happened when Google started enforcing two-factor was unhoused people at libraries using the computers were starting to be locked out of their accounts that they were using for, all sorts of reasons. And there wasn't a good way to help them. Of course, if you had a phone, you could use the texting two-factor as an option. But one thing that's a problem here is now it's not just texting, it's scanning a QR code. So this is no longer just requiring a phone, but requiring a smartphone. So while people setting up fake Gmail accounts is a huge security problem for the entire internet because it's a big way to do spam and phishing and scams, it's also an issue for the actual human users that are trying to get into their accounts that they can't get in because Google is trying to prevent people from using their infrastructure from doing bad things, but in turn are preventing or severely inhibiting their users, particularly their most vulnerable users, into being able to use their accounts at all. So this is nice to see a big security improvement, but I hope Google will start doing better at thinking about people that don't have a smartphone and a laptop and work in the same way that Googlers do. So follow me for more stuff on security, tech ethics, and privacy.